There are so many putting mats on the market, and I think I found my absolute favorite. This is Puttie. Puttie is a 10-foot long putting mat. It's silicone based, made out of Ireland, but ships worldwide. And the ease of setting it up, the variety in what you can do with it, all of these are great factors that make me absolutely love this product. So let me show you what I like to do with my puttie and how you can do it at home to improve your own putting. So as you can see, it's as simple as rolling the mat out and then putting the top where the hole is right on top of the mat. Now you can see me changing out different holes. So there are 3 different holes. You have your largest hole, which would be akin to the regulation golf hole size, a medium hole, and then you have a very small hole. And believe me, when you're putting on this, it feels very small, but it's a great way to train. Now here's a look from behind the mat, and I'm working on about the 6-foot putt. The mat is clearly marked with 2 to 10 feet, so you know exactly how far away you're putting. And right now I'm putting to the large hole size. Now, a few things that I want to bring up about putty that I really like. First off, as you can see, there's that uphill portion, and that's how the ball will travel up, and then it will roll out of the cup as you see on your screen, and it'll come right back to you. Meaning you can go and hit as many putts as you want, but whether you miss or make them, that ball is going to be coming right back to you, which is a really great way to be convenient in your work. You don't have to bring, 10 different balls to your putting mat and then collect them. You're going to hit your putt, and that ball is going to roll back to you whether you make it or not. So it's very convenient and effective for even if you have 5 minutes. You can just hit a couple putts on your putty, and it's a great way to become a better putter. Now let's go through a particular training plan that I use, and it took me about 15 minutes just to get some confidence with my putter. So now I'm from the 5-foot line on my putty mat, and I am putting towards the smallest of the 3 holes. As I said earlier, it looks small. When you're putting to it, it really feels quite small. So if you're making it on this really small hole, if you're on a normal regulation size hole, that ball is going to be in on a thimble. It's going to be right in the center. So if you're making these, if you find yourself making anywhere from the 3 to 5 foot range on these really short putts, it's definitely going to give you some confidence on your short putts. And as I work up to a medium and a large cup, by the time I get to that large cup, which in actualization is only just the regulation size golf cup, but it feels a lot bigger, and you feel confident over the ball and aggressive in your rolls. Now on to the medium-sized cup. I went 1 foot closer on the 4-foot range with this, and I'm feeling a lot more confident with these. One thing that I really do like about hitting towards that uphill area towards the end of the mat is it promotes you knocking in your putts with pace. Obviously, a normal 4-foot putt usually wouldn't have that dramatic a slope on a golf course. That's not really something we see, but by practicing on that slope and practicing hitting it up to that cup, you're going to be aggressive. You're going to be hitting your short putts, especially with good holing speed. You can't make a putt if you leave it short, so it's important to give it some pace, and the putty promotes giving your putts pace. And then finally, I've moved out to 7 feet on my mat, and I have put in the regulation size cup, and it felt great. From 7 feet, you're really not guaranteed to make all your putts, and that's totally understandable. But when I was hitting these, I just felt very confident over it. I obviously didn't make every one, but I felt confident looking at that hole and having a feeling of, all right, I just made a couple of 5-footers on a much smaller hole, so let me roll these in with some confidence. Let me roll these in with some pace. By going through all 3 progressions on the putty, it really does open your eyes to different ways to approach putting, different paces, breaks, angles to look in at the hole. I really like the versatility that it offers in anyone's putting practice. Thank you so much to the great folks over at Puttie for sending this my way and sponsoring this video. We have a great deal for anyone who's watched this video all the way through. If you want to get your own putty, click the top link of the description, and that's going to take you over to the Puttie store. And use code SCRATCH25, that's SCRATCH25 at checkout, and you will get 25% off your order. It's a great deal. Don't miss it. As always, thank you all very much for watching. Play well and take care.